So we left off with everyone doing shenanigans in Stone Harbor, and that's where we're currently at. And we have Fanny here today. I mean, that would make more sense. Yes. Gotta buy a smuggling base. So, on that note, you actually do see a awfully shady sign that just says, "Adventurers needed. Need gold quick? Join today. Free supplies and accommodations." And then it has an address to go to. And it looks very scammy, but in real life too, I'm gonna get a real job. True that. Sounds suspicious. That's because it is suspicious. But suspicious leads to fun. So you go to the address, and it's mostly like it's actually the bookstore / like library town hall area, and they just kind of have a booth set up, and it's like one of those like activity sign up sheets, you know, like at high school when they just have like the little like poster and they're like, join our club, and you can gather that it's just kind of a standard adventuring, like, we need to go and kill a bunch of scary monsters, is what they're recruiting for. Crime leads to fun. Are you not familiar with, like, the activity table thing? Where it's like, maybe you weren't there. Oh, like, they just go to, like, whatever the main area is, like the cafeteria, and they set up a bunch of tables, and everyone has, like, a little poster board and a sign-up sheet. Too much risk and not enough reward. Fair enough. So what is your plan then, in that case? Oh, it's a weird adventurer recruiting method. Yeah. That's fair. Because it is very scammy seeming. Wait, you know those signs on like street corners is like, we buy ugly houses? It's exactly like that. And so at the kind of bookstore area on the job bulletin, there are a couple like basic jobs, but most of them are not paying very much. Or investing advice on street corners. Never listen to investing advice you see on street corners. Watch someone like put up a sign that just says like, buy and hold, and then everyone being like, no, it's not trustworthy. Give me the basic jobs. Okay, so there is one for messenger needed, where the mason jar is looking for a messenger, and doesn't have much more information than that, but you could go there and see. And there's a and a town crier is needed. I want a completely reasonable reason to stay in the city. You're not wrong. That messenger would be a good way to case places. So are you gonna go to the mason jar? I want to do that. Okay, so you go there and it's like this kind of like nice little like tavern, but not seemingly particularly popular. And you go inside. There's this seemingly nice lady who's just like, "Can I help you?" Why would I ever do something legitimate? Yeah, so it's just kind of a basic place. I am here to inquire about the messenger job. Yeah, we've been looking for a messenger. Pretty simple job. You'll just need to run letters across town a couple times, and we'll give you a silver per letter. And we usually have, I don't know, half a dozen a day. So if you're up for it. Hours, I mean, we give you letters like every day, but however quickly you can deliver them, can't imagine it would take that long. I don't know, how fast are you? I am quite fast. Then should only take you, I don't know, hour or two. Great! Glad we could find someone to fill the position so quickly. So, can you start tomorrow? And there may be room to move up the career ladder. We'll see. And start tomorrow. Here, just morning sometime. I don't know, as long as you're here between like dawn and noon, we'll be fine. To go examine what the shady recruiters are doing. They just seem to be like just yelling at everyone who seems like vaguely adventurous at all. Like anyone who doesn't seem like 100% average, they're just like, "Hey, like you should join." A forgery kit. Roll. I'm gonna say investigation to see if you can find where you would get one of those. You're like, you've kind of been yelled at a little bit, but it's more just like generically, like, hey, you! And then like people walk by and they just move on to the next person. $19. Yeah, you find one actually pretty nearby. There's just a little shop for writing supplies, and it's obviously not labeled forgery kit, but you can tell that it has the exact same set of supplies for 15 gold. Not an emotional snake person. Or they want emotionless snake people. Have you thought about that? He's ignoring. Just a, like, random person walking down the street. I see I am passing for a normal human person. That would be the most not normal human person thing to do. Wish to bargain. Roll persuasion. And give me what price you're trying to bargain down to. It's snowing. Ooh. It's been slightly less. So yeah, give me a persuasion roll. $17. That'll do it. Yeah, you get the forgery kit for 13 gold. I'm very charismatic. Charismatic snake person. Not me trying to find various documents I need. Ah. Charismatic and smart snake person. Goes and buys pork buns. Yeah, same price as ours. The random street vendor is just kind of like, oh, like this individual likes pork buns. It's funny, now I need to try and remember what same price as ours is. I think I said like 3 copper pieces, I think. Nearby countryside / wilderness area. Yeah, you would only have to go like a few miles out of town and be in just straight like farmland. Five copper pieces. I'm just trying to remember. It might have been less. It might be 3. Okay, you can cross off 3. But yeah, so there are farms like not that far out of town. So you wouldn't even have to go like a few miles out of town. You'd have to go like to one. I'll go listen for gossip. Just on the streets, like in the mason jar, in the bookstore, anywhere in particular. In the streets. Roll a perception check. Once again, there's like, what gossip is there in the streets? Just a check. Nine. You don't catch a whole lot. Like, you hear some like random personal gossip. Like, this concept, I possess a book that somehow make copies of the book and sell them. So, concept. I possess a book that is sometimes banned and rare here. So, yes, the arrow benevolent intent would be very rare here. And you could, in theory, make copies. Would there be demand? You'd kind of have to find out. It's probably not something too many people would be proactively seeking out. And you can get the vibe here that not many people are big readers. But anything can have demand if you market well enough. I need to do it by hand. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think if there would be any applicable, like, spell or anything, but I don't think so. We could argue printing presses exist in this world, but you'd have to get access to one. Unfortunately, I have to hold on to that idea. You could write a book that is going to be banned. Anyways. So we will just time skip to tomorrow morning if there's nothing else you would like to do tonight. Scream. I would like to scream tonight. Just on the street for no reason. No. Smart plan. Not screaming on the street for no reason. So tomorrow, wake up, and it is past sunrise, so you could go to the mason jar to pick up letters that you then have to deliver. Yeah, you could not really buy a shop front or anything, because that's going to cost closer to 1,000 gold. I go to the mason jar. Okay, so the lady working behind the desk seems like kind of surprised you actually came back, but just immediately like hands you 5 letters, and they all have different like addresses that they go to. Just like, come back here once you've delivered them, and I'll give you your payment. Get the others in on this investment scheme. Absolutely, just pool your resources. Oh no, the bitrate drop. Okay, it's back. Also, I have a kit to repair them. Okay, I wish to know things and they didn't tell me I couldn't. Malicious compliance. So I assume like as soon as you're out of sight, you're just going to open all the letters and look at them. If you're gonna do that, I'm just gonna have you roll just a straight dexterity check to see how well you... Okay, high first, so stealth check, and then dexterity check to see how well you can like open the letters and then put them back together. But then yes. So you open them and they're all like invoices where it'll just say like 50 bushels of wheat and then like just like prices. Like it's all very like boring invoices. 15 stuff. So you're like out of sight. No one's paying much mind. Hold on. Yeah, they're all just invoices, and it's just kind of like boring business stuff. Every DM's worst nightmare. A list of names. Oh no. Okay, we'll just say that Fana makes note of the names, And I will come up with those because I don't have those on the spot. Boring business stuff. Yeah, so at least it appears to be just boring business stuff. Yes. Solid plan, give names later. Rolled a 14 to repair. So you do a good enough job. At least you think you did. So you deliver all the letters, and you get back, and you receive 5 silver pieces. The network keeps being unhappy. But it's not as bad as it used to be. Wired internet sure helps a lot. So the day is yours. What would you like to do next? Wish to go make ethical poison. Okay, we've gone through this a lot, so then hunt down my normal guy. And since I assume you mean Nyx, only 2 vials this time. Okay, so you don't have a tough time selling those. But since by normal guy, I assume you're referring to Nyx, and he's not here right now. So, and since my network keeps being not the happiest, we're going to end it earlier today. So, yeah. 10 per like usual. Yeah. We're gonna end it there.